Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check it out, Reed.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Jones. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
57, Mike, 57. Check. 57's Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This is Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, exit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
To the 50. 57, Mike 57. Record. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a give coming right is Breida. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go. 60 or. Switch. Hard. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Go. Look at me. Zipper. You want this? 36. Check 99. No. Be different.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Look at me. Go.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, take 26.
This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You got an A. Foxtrot. You got nothing. Hey, check Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
57, Mike. Go. Good track. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Rodgers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
132 fighter. Switch. Alert 3.
On first down, it's Jones, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Watch the run. Watch twist. Hit Mike.
Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Check.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Hey, wahoo! 57. Mike, 57.
Let's go, D.
Alert flare. Alert flare. 319. Hatchet. Hatchet. Plant.
Motion.
319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 31.
Hey! Snap.
They run with Breida. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, lock it.
Watch.
Hey.
Check out.
Shoot.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Zoom.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken short.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it. Hey, echo. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike 42, Mike 42. I got you. I got you. Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Hey, Delta. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Get it.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's Breida.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check tight, check tight. Hey, high 7. Mike 42, Mike 42. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 42. There goes.
Here's Jackson. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his 1st catch here, and it's good for a 1st down.
Ready, set.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Go. What you got, baby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Yep. Check 4. Check 4. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, let's get off the field. New draw quarters. Check the backer. Check the backer. Hey, Haywood.
So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check 42's the Mike. Check 42's the Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Jackson now. The 1st catch of the game for George Kittle. 1st catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Preston Smith there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
54. Watch the twist. Watch 26. 24. Check 24. Bravo. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5. Hey, 88.
They'll go again to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
I'm coming after you.
They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
258. 54. Back north. 6-man. Check curls. Right there. Hey, dude. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike. Yeah, Liz. 54. I'm trying to collect. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gonna throw deep. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Charlie! Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Throwing again, Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Five. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Yeah. You don't want none.
Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over. Check. Cross. To the 50. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Wild Bill.
Now it's Rodgers looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 66 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. 5-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 75 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Gold to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And they want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Right left. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
50 seconds to Mike.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Go. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
Rodgers to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.